rap my scene on the Treat You Better music video. I'm delusional and tired, but it was really good.
Oh boy, here we go.
Tell me what you want me to do, 'cause I know I can treat you better.
I absolutely hate this song. Shawn Mendes' Treat You Better is awful. But you knew that already. It's not a bold opinion to make in the world. Shawn Mendes' 2016 hit has been ridiculed around the internet, to the point that you can easily call it one of the worst songs in recent memory. I certainly do. It's poorly delivered. The lyrics are uninspired, especially the chorus. And in general, it's an annoying waste of 3 minutes of one's life when it's on. And I can go on about my displeasure every time I hear one note in my vicinity. But this isn't a show that just discusses songs. This is a video series dedicated to all things music videos.
I won't lie to you.
So without further ado, it is once again music video time, and this is Shawn Mendes' Treat You Better.
I know I can treat you better.
An interesting tidbit about the video itself, compared to the actual song, is that, surprisingly, its music video appears to have gotten a warmer reception. The song is about wanting to be with a girl who is with another guy. A song as stale as old bread. But he can tell she doesn't actually want to be with him. Which would have been fine if it wasn't for the whininess Shawn Mendes approaches the song.
And you should be with me instead.
With that being said, you would think the video would be as generic as the subject matter. Nothing to really write home about. But no! The video takes the song further beyond the guy who wants the girl's spiel. Because you see, the video is about domestic violence.
I know I can treat you better.
Tackling domestic violence in any medium is risky business. Music videos are no stranger to this subject. Rihanna, for example, tackled this in her video for We Found Love, which in itself got critical acclaim and won accolades from various award shows. Eminem did it for his song Love the Way You Lie, which had some relatively polarizing reception to its depiction of an abusive relationship. Overall, good templates for people who want to tackle the subject, in my opinion. And just like these videos, Treat You Better's plot is about a couple who have a toxic relationship. The Treat You Better video has received praise from different outlets online, describing the song to even be powerful. Powerful. Now that is a strong term to use, especially since that should not apply to this video at all, as I am laying it thick that this is one of the worst music videos I have ever watched. If you hated this song by itself, you will hate this video. You might still hate the video too if you like the song. It's that bad. Sure, it looks like the girl in the relationship enjoys parts of it, but of course the other half in the relationship is abusive, violent, and actively cheats on his girlfriend. Very basic stuff in terms of the topic. But therein lies the first glaring concern with the video. Why does this need to be about domestic violence? That seems to be a very odd direction to base your video on. I guess the idea is that Shawn Mendes wants to be with the abused girl and will sing to her about being better than what she has now. A bit shaky of an idea, but it could work in the right circumstances. All the video has to do, really, is have Shawn Mendes do that, interspersed with moments with the doomed couple. Seems simple enough. So where is Shawn Mendes in the video? Well, throughout the video, you watch him singing Treat You Better in his apartment, venting his frustration about not being with the girl.
What?
And there is the biggest problem with the video. Shawn Mendes' role in general. When I say he is in his apartment singing throughout, I mean he never leaves his apartment. He is singing all by himself about wanting to be with the girl, and that's it. Now that's not uncommon in music videos. Singing in isolated areas is a staple in the medium. But that's not what's wrong here. What is wrong is that he is not singing straight to the girl. Not once are they in the same frame with each other in the video. So what's the point?
I don't know.
Why is Shawn Mendes a freaking shut-in throughout the music video, singing about wanting to be with his next-door neighbor who is clearly being abused in her relationship? And Mendes knows this. That's why he's singing. And yet, he literally does nothing about the situation. Does he do this regularly? Why does he never leave his apartment? How thin are those walls? I have so many questions that will never be answered due to how terrible of an execution this video managed to accomplish.
Back to Treat You Better. Let's talk about the words. I was analyzing the words earlier today, and it's not good.
No.
This issue with the video is the same issue as I had with the song in general. It comes off as a nice guy finished last ordeal.
Better.
But don't you feel that that's taking advantage of her?
I have some really close friends who are girls who will tell me about like their guy problems, and it's like I kind of flipped it a little bit and was like, well, like if there was a thing between me and this girl, it's like, and I knew there was a thing, and the guy treated her like bad, and it was just like, stop coming to me about the problems, and why don't you just break up with him and be with me, because then you won't have problems, type of thing. Does that make sense?
It does, but I think it's very shifty.
Shawn Mendes wants to be a gentleman to his beloved, but it's not going to happen because she's with a man who doesn't actually love her. But he still wants to let her know that he can treat her better than he can.
And any girl like you deserves a gentleman.
So then do something about it, Shawn. Why are you just singing? Seize the day. Be productive. It's absolutely grating to see nothing happen here. I am generally concerned about Shawn Mendes' character in the video, as there is no way he is a good replacement for the girl's abusive boyfriend. I mean, yes, he might not beat her or cheat on her, but whoever directed and edited the video seemed to have failed to account that the video makes Mendes look insane. All he does is go against his walls and lament not being with the girl. What are we supposed to take from this? He makes no initiative to do anything about helping the girl, but he is the singer of the song. He should be doing something in his own video, and yet he does nothing! And it's really weird! There's one part in the video that really drops home how unnerving Mendes is. This is where the girl is taking a shower and water is flowing under the door. Mendes opens the door, and just when you think he comes into the bathroom while she's showering, it turns out it's still his bathroom and his sink is overflowing. There is so much to take away from this moment. Let's first assume that he somehow left his place and is now in her apartment. With zero interaction with each other, that makes me think he broke in somehow. That's already creepy. But the fact this is still his apartment, one, he just never leaves his area, and two, he left his sink on to the point of overflowing. And on blast! Like, how did you not realize that? With that much water coming out, you can easily hear it going everywhere. And in the most bizarre moment of this already baffling series of events, he goes on to clean his face while the sink continues to overflow. And remember, this is a music video about domestic violence. Why does this unintentionally hilarious moment transpire? To really understand the madness of this whole entire music video, I managed to find a behind-the-scenes clip for it, and Shawn Mendes does explain what the video is about.
Like, this girl is in an abusive relationship with this guy, and you're kind of seeing her struggles with, do I love him, and what she goes through, kind of rebelling a bit.
The first half makes sense, but the second half just seems like he made his explanation up on the spot.
And then on the other hand, it's me in kind of this alternative reality where I'm stuck inside of this room. I'm kind of trapped. It's almost like I've been in here forever, and I can't get out. As much as I want to help the girl, I can't get out of this thing because there's something out there that's not letting me.
Being stuck in alternate reality? What is this Twilight Zone crap?
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension.
This could be so different. Tell me what you want to do.
Goodbye.
At the end of the video, we see the boyfriend beat up some random person, which I do wish was Shawn Mendes. Not because I want to see bodily harm done to him, but I want to see him actually do something and get out of the apartment, which includes him getting bodily harmed. I'm sorry, Shawn. The girlfriend intervenes and gets hit in the face. And while she's walking back to her apartment, walking past Shawn Mendes' room, he almost opens the door, and once again, he does nothing. You sure are treating her better than he can, Shawn. Boyfriend gets sad, girlfriend gets sad, Shawn Mendes continues to look sad, and possibly his sink is still overflowing. Then, in the last 3 seconds, it concludes with an end card with the phone number to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Adding the hotline number is not a bad thing. It's an actual positive mark towards the video for even including it. I would like to think that it has inspired people to call the hotline after watching it, but I don't think it should be something to praise the video for. If anything, it's a bit unearned. Now, I get it. Domestic violence is terrible, and when you are a third party in these situations, you might feel like you are unable to do anything about it. That, unfortunately, happens in life. But this song does not work well enough to warrant a video like what we got. I cannot see this as a powerful message on the subject matter. Shawn Mendes pining for an abuse victim is not charming. It's fetishizing an issue. Also, does anyone really want Mendes to be their boyfriend after watching this video? Doing nothing? Staying in their room at all times? Being unable to turn off a sink? I cannot emphasize enough how bizarre this whole thing is. Maybe Mendes is telling the truth and his character is in an alternate reality and is stuck in his room. There could have been a plan for this to be Twilight Zone-esque, maybe as a framing device. That definitely would have been more interesting. But possibly to maintain realism on the heavy subject, any semblance of Mendes' claim never made it into the finished project. Which, if that is the case, is a shame. Even with all the nonsense of the video, it ends up being pretty boring. It hits the notes about how bad violent relationships are. Arguments, beatings, cheatings. It doesn't reinvent the wheel here, and it's just so cookie cutter. Going back to both We Found Love and Love the Way You Lie, I would say these two videos work as they do more than just hitting the same beats on the subject. We Found Love has visual depictions of drug use and fast-paced editing to display the couple on their high and eventual breakup. Love the Way You Lie has worthwhile acting from Dominic Monaghan and Megan Fox that keeps the video engaging. What does Treat You Better have?
Tell me why are we wasting time on all your wasted crime when you should be with me instead?
Both Eminem and Rihanna have been in volatile relationships. Their songs are also in the perspective of different sides to these types of relationships. Eminem raps about being violent in his relationship to a song, and Rihanna has the role of being abused in both these songs. Their personal experiences add realism to their songs because they went through this. And I'm not shaming Shawn Mendes and the crew for making this video. If they want to take part in raising awareness about this issue, more power to them. But it just does not work here. As of December 2020, the music video reached 2 billion views and is one of the most watched videos on YouTube. That is a really impressive achievement, but I don't think it deserves those views. It has a terrible message. It is not powerful at all. It is reductive and overall a bad video to watch. Stay safe, and thanks for your time.
Tell me why are we wasting time? 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 Why are we wasting time?